Hey, Kisses from Kenya is produced by Democrats Abroad Kenya, but everything you hear in this podcast reflects our personal perspectives as Americans living in Kenya.
Yes, nothing we say should be taken as the official stance of Democrats Abroad Kenya, Democrats Abroad Global, or the Democratic Party. This is an entertainment space and not an official policy platform.
Thank you. Maybe it's, yeah. Also living here, and now I'm actually starting to feel a shift that I don't know if I want to be a player no more. And I'm not kidding.
You trying to get locked down, taken off the market?
I think I'm almost ready.
Romance? You want to talk about romance?
Oh my gosh, we can.
Love and happiness.
Love
and happiness.
Love and happiness. Well, I will say I say a frog. Because sometimes, you got to kiss a lot of frogs to get to the prince. And recently I was kissing.
This is where every man that has ever dated you that's watching the podcast is going to give a thumbs down and tank our rating. Because you're trying to dog them out.
I'm not dogging them. It's just, what is it? A euphemism or something for, I was kissing a guy recently.
Just be aware before. I know every time I say slide in the DMs, be aware before you slide in the DMs that she might be ready to roast you.
No,
3 weeks later.
Roasting, but I could not kiss him at one point because.
Wait, this is our episode. So welcome to Kisses from Kenya. I'm Brendan.
I'm Vuyanzi.
And she about to tell us all about all the frogs she had swirling around in her coochie.
Hello.
Not the pond of sorrow.
It is not a pond of sorrow. Oh God, listen. It's more like the beginning of the Nile. Okay, listen.
The blue Nile.
The strong, wet Nile. Listen, I was kissing him. Energy is everything. And I'm really feeling a shift that maybe I'm ready to settle down. Because when I was kissing him at one point, I was just like, it was energy. And it wasn't like he's a clean guy. He smells great. His breath was fine.
I'm glad that's the only requirement that you have.
I'm going to start raising my standards. He's clean. His breath is sick. He smells good.
Okay, maybe independent. She clean. She don't smell like onion rings. Like that's the level that we're going for.
It is gonna be deeper. No, it'll be deeper, but
so we're moving beyond that.
Yeah, because it was energy. Everything is energy, and there was a point that I was like.
So the Nile dried up.
Dried up for sure. And I was just like, you could be my friend, but that'll be the most it'll ever effing be. And so after that, I almost I feel this internal shift. Like I know, and I'm a player. Like I enjoy playing the field. However, maybe I'm telling too much on here. I enjoy the environment. Before
Clearly.
friends come over, they're always like,
are you alone?
During COVID, some called to check on me. Are you okay? No contact with anyone. Are you okay? I'm like, I'm surviving. I'm a survivor. And so I don't know what's happening right now. There's a shift. There was, I'm a little bit nervous to say this other story.
Just do it.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
I told you I was giving my number out of the back of bonus last week.
So there was a person who is from our country who's been here not that long, and so I had kind of met up with him before. No, I met him, but now we were gonna meet up with each other outside in public. Nope.
He fine?
Oh, is he fine? Yeah, nice body, everything.
Ooh.
And we talked, and we spent the whole day together. Yes.
The cast a shadow.
Yes, a shadow. Yes, a shadow.
That's my new bar. I'd be like, stand directly under overhead lighting. I
and
need
he's
to check
tall
something.
too. So exactly. But
my nihilist.
Your nihilist. It's flowing like a river. If I
reach
find
the high water mark.
And listen, I didn't kiss this guy or anything, but there was such intimate conversation at one point. But then I went home and I said to myself, would this be, nothing ever happened after that. In fact, I know now when we see each other, it'll be like, hey, what's up? Boom, like a dude. But I'm like,
not you dapping up the homie.
Oh, I know how to dap a homie.
You put him straight in the friend zone.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I almost didn't. That's the thing. That night, it could have gone down. But I was like, no. If I was at home.
But so it's States, either sleep together on the first date or a friend zone? Like
no. That's
the sorting hat that we're using?
No, I'm just saying. Sometimes feelings like.
Oh, he lives at home.
Energy is strong.
He lives at home.
No, he lives here. He moved.
Well, then what's the problem?
I'm not into him. I wouldn't date him at home. Not date him, but at home, I wouldn't go for a guy like that. And don't ask me like that. It's just not my type. Okay. He's fine, but he's not my type. And I'm like, why are you even doing that to yourself?
She over here trying to dam up the Nile for what? I'm going to call you Ethiopia.
Don't do that. Now all the Ethiopians are going to give us thumbs up.
No, they fight with the Egyptians because they dammed up the river.
Well, don't.
Why are you trying to dam up the river?
Let
the river flow.
I think he's just going to be my homie. He's going to be.
Why can't it be both?
I don't want him to be both. I wouldn't date him at home.
See, I feel like it's actually easier if I just get it out of the way and sleep with you.
What?
Because then it's like.
Tell me about what sense that makes.
Because then I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to wonder about it later.
I'm not gonna.
It's like we already did it.
I'm like a psychopath.
And then it's like at that point, that's my sorting hat moment, where I'm like, all right, are you gonna go into potential friend zone or I'm not calling you?
I do not have that. That is not my philosophy.
Let me climb on the bike, give it a try. Give me a little test run.
No, I don't want to test run. I don't know. He's gonna be my homie.
I cannot be out here like a Nicholas Sparks novel where we're gonna have sexual tension for the next 2 decades. Then when I am old and shriveled and have a fucking giraffe pussy, that's when all of a sudden I'm gonna be like, wait, never mind. Oh, I love you. Let's spend 6 months together before I find out that you're riddled with cancer and die.
I almost peed on myself. Wait. Wait. No, wait, stop. Everyone, stop. He's just going to be a homie. I think I did pee on myself a little.
This episode brought to you by Maxi. Always.
But no, I want someone for real. I want somebody to love me for me, not because I'm MC Heavy D. Do you even know that song? That was Heavy D. God rest his soul. So anyway, I feel a shift. I'm glad I did not do anything with him. I saw them the next day and okay. So
is this you say, are you telling yourself that the old you would have gone to Pound Town?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm putting the pieces together. I wasn't really following the narrative.
I know, because that's how I tell a story. It's terrible. It's like I'm holding back on things, so you'll just have to be a coach.
That's the Gemini part.
Yeah, totally. But I saw him the next day, and this is very interesting. So he was kind of acting too. Huh?
Does he smell good?
Oh yeah, I think he smelled pretty good. Yeah, He didn't smell bad, but I saw him the next day, and so he was kind of now laid back because now it's in a club atmosphere, and so there's a lot of women, beautiful women there. So he's like, hi. He's just now he's gonna be just chill, and then he came over and sat by me, and they say always look at a man's feet. And so he's sitting, his feet were like this.
Because you have a foot fetish? Or?
No, because they say you'll see who he's paying attention to.
Oh.
And so I was sitting over here, and there was this woman who all of a sudden just like, oh, hello, I'm such and so. And he's like, oh, this is, hello. And so I keep looking at his feet because now I'm not even feeling him the same way.
Yeah.
I'm not. And then slowly his feet, his body, his feet started to turn. He never turned his back on me. He never was outright rude, but I could see his feet. And it's this guy.
Well, you had already friend zoned him.
Yeah, but well, in my mind, he didn't know that. But
we always know.
Really?
Because your energy changes then.
Yeah, I guess my energy was different when I saw him.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I think he.
It's like now I'm just here with my sister.
Yeah. And then he turned his feet that way, and I was like, Like, but he was trying to make it seem like, oh, when I see you there, I'm I'll roll up on you, I'll dance with you, I'll do this.
Yeah, you probably gave him nothing in response.
Oh, sorry. This is like
we create the environment for our own success, my dear.
Right, because actually when I danced with him, I kind of was like this, like he's over there. And
not you doing like the fucking 90s move on him. You came out here with your Queen Latifah vibe. Just let you know. The market is closed.
Okay.
See, please, this is where the toxic Gemini traits come in. Because, really, what it was that you were still mad because he didn't want you no more, even though you already decided you didn't want him.
Oh my God! Is that my You sound like you know a lot about astrology. Do you know about us Geminis?
Yeah.
Really?
Problematic.
Oh my God!
But I'm a Sagittarius. We're problematic too.
Oh my God. Yo, my cheeks are hurting so bad because you just real quick just broke that down. Exactly. I got nothing. I'm done. Yeah, there's a shift.
She's gagged and gooped. Lock it up. Romance.
Yeah, how do you feel about romance?
I don't know. I mean, I'm open. I always tell people I'm open to it, but my thing is I don't like to go out looking for it because I find that when I put myself in that mindset of I want a boyfriend,
yeah,
that's when I do stupid shit.
Really?
Because that's when it's I start overlooking things because it's I just want now.
Oh, you just have a goal in mind.
I've decided that I want because I'm a fucking insane former charter school principal data driven blah blah blah. It's okay, cool, homies. Our North Star, find a boyfriend. It don't matter who, it don't matter how. Lift up the nearest rock.
Red is a pretty color.
I'm gonna be under a crack and I'm crevice, and I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna drag you out. Great, this is the one.
But do you want to settle down?
I'm open to it.
Really? Okay, because there's some hoes in this.
There's some hoes. I said, I gotta try it out. Try it before you buy it. This is rent a center. I gotta have it for a month first.
You can teach it.
Let me pay it month to month before I do the full on.
You can teach it when you reach it.
Why don't you try to read me back? Anyway.
This is the first time you're drinking any water. Oh my gosh.
Thirsty.
I know you are thirsty. There's some hoes in this house. There's some thirsty hoes.
But yeah, I mean, so typically what I say is all the times that I've wound up in relationships before, it's always just kind of been by happenstance, it'll be someone that I meet. A lot of times it's just a hookup, we meet on Grindr, whatever. And it's okay, I like your vibe. You're let's hang out.
Yeah.
And then one thing leads to another, and then all of a sudden it's a month, 2 months later, it's wait.
Are we dating?
We go together?
I was thinking about that. When's that line? When does that line come? When do you say,
I've gotten in trouble a lot of times. This is my toxic Sagittarius trait because, for me, it's until we sit down and have the conversation of, we go together.
Yeah.
We don't go together.
I think so, too.
So, if I'm, out here trying to get clapped by someone else, don't... You're not allowed to be mad because you haven't,
I agree.
You have not launched the conversation. You have to at least have the
no assumptions.
The chuppah. What the chutzpah?
The chutzpah, yes.
To chuppah is what you get married underneath, right? I think so. Yeah.
I don't know. That's an SAT word. Are you doing SAT words again?
No, it's very Yiddish word. We both from New York. I figured. No, but you have to have the chutzpah to actually have the conversation.
To say it.
Like, you need to say, I like you. Like, I want to be with you. And, like, really, like, for me, like, that's, I think, the biggest thing, like, when we talk about romance that's missing for me right now, is, like, I find that, like, most of the men that I meet don't give me that energy. It's like they want to be chased. Like, I feel like right now, like, I don't know if it's because of social media and all the likes or, like, Tinder or what, but it's like everyone wants to be chased. And I don't necessarily want to be chased, but I do want you to at least be able to, like, show me and tell me, like, I like you, like, and I want to be with you.
Yeah. That's fair. And no assumptions should be made.
Yeah. Well, or it's just like, it's like, I mean, you know, I also notice energy, right? Because it's like, you know, if I always have to text you, you know, if I always got to make plans
bullshit.
with you.
That is so bullshit right there.
Then it's like, what are we doing?
Yeah. Yeah. That was like that other guy who came and went. Yeah. But the whole
I'm gonna get you one of the shirts from, what's that gas station, Come and Go?
He came and he went. I think I would love a shirt like that. But okay, so to that point, it doesn't matter until you like a person, though, because let's say,
well, it's the same thing that we're saying, like with your situation, right?
Yeah,
it's like it doesn't matter until I decide it matters or doesn't matter, right? Like, because other than that, it's just incidental. Like, I mean, people are gonna have crushes on you or not.
Yeah.
But
I'm not getting chased that much, though. I feel like there's always guys buzzing around, but I'm not feeling the chase. And I want to feel the chase from a man.
Well, like it doesn't have to be like I'm not trying to be one of these like difficult people that like wants guys to do whatever.
No, I want someone to show interest.
That's
like
all it is.
Call, send me a text. Not once every 5 days.
How was your day?
Or it's two weeks down the line, you decide, let me get in touch. Like, at least consistent.
I mean, at first it could be like incremental, but like
not 2 weeks. I'm sorry. Do you really like me or do you not like me? Because at least, and you don't need to say good morning. I actually don't like good morning texts.
Grand rising, queen. How does that one live?
I hate good morning texts. It's so.
How do you feel about grand rising texts?
And I'm a grand riser. I am a grand riser. I'm not going to lie to you. I grand rise lots of people, and I grand rise queens all the time. But not in a romantic way.
Wait, this makes so you're a hotep. Your inner being, you're a hotep.
Oh my God,
this makes a lot of sense.
And you know what?
Wow.
I didn't even know you knew what a hotep was. No, and hoteps can be a different conversation because
we can have a whole episode about that.
No, let's have a different episode about the hoteps because
I've climbed on top of a few of those. Problematic.
I run into them and then I just try to avoid them afterwards. But no,
they get me sometimes with their little ankh necklaces and shit.
You know what? Not the ankh necklace, not the African bombada.
Lady Smith black bombas.
the kente cloth and the kufi. No, I can't. Not interested.
But a lot of times they cast a shadow. A lot of times.
I keep looking down.
Maybe in the gym.
What is going on here? I hope we don't get canceled because of this.
If I see Ariel, I'm gonna let you know.
Okay.
That's the litmus test. That's where they pull the plug on our YouTube channel.
That's it. Okay.
That's all she wrote. Thank you, folks.
Peace. Okay. I hate the good morning text. There is a great dating coach called Coach Anwar, and I do follow him a lot. He's your dating fairy coach, by the way. He's a fairy godbrother. He says they probably send them to 1 million women. Good morning, like copy paste. So
that's like me on Tinder. Hi there.
Really? Do you copy and paste right there?
No, I mean I type it every single time, but
I can't. It's the same message. Yeah, I'm not.
Well, because I mean, I don't know, but like with Tinder, like at least a lot of times for me, the problem is like volume because it's like I might have like 75 matches, like, and all y'all try. Like, I'm not gonna have 75 different like.
What am I doing wrong? I've never had 75 matches before. You're getting called off of bodas. You're getting 75 matches. You're getting chased and pursued. What am I doing wrong with my life?
But most of the time it's because they all just want to take a ride down the Nile, which, like, again, like, I'm not denying them the opportunity. Which is why they're all matching and messaging.
Maybe because I deny some entry. There's some entry denials, a lot of entry denials that go on here. I mean, it's different for a woman anyway, right? Mm-hmm. Like, hey, you know,
like I said, I'm just trying to see what's the vibe, what's the spark in the connection.
I'm not. Mm-mm. And this one guy
that's when they go in the sorting hat. Down a chute.
I can't.
Which chute are you going?
I can't. I don't know. Mm-mm. I don't even. Okay. Anyway, let me just. Stop
that could be a whole nother episode to online dating.
Okay, we'll need to do an episode about that too. Yeah.
Anyway, what's your black joy?
I was gonna say, what's your career joy? You go first, because you didn't think of anything, did you? And you're.
I needed to buy myself.
I saw you look to the memory like it was like, boop, okay, fine. I already know. You ain't have no, you're not ready. My black joy was today. And it happens just to be that I'm black and it was joy, so I'll just share it. So there was this.
We've established that that's acceptable.
Yeah. There's this cool, nice little local place called Mambo's actually, and another friend of mine had told me about it. It's a local bar within walking distance of where I live, and so I was filming it. It was early morning. A guy was sitting over there on his computer, and I was filming, talking to my friend as I filmed, and then as I'm walking by, the guy's like, "Hello." I was like, hello, because of course I'm like, well, why are you coming up to me? And then I found out he was the owner. He's a Zimbabwean, and he's been there for 6 years. And it was just good to.
He fine.
He was a good-looking.
I was going to ask you that.
He was a good-looking man. I think he has a girlfriend, but it was just a nice conversation.
It don't matter.
No,
be a homewrecker.
I'm not going to be a homewrecker. And it was just a nice vibe. He's very.
What did they say? If you can conceive it, you can
achieve it. Yes. You know what? I'm not. It was just innocent, and it was a great conversation.
I'm gonna get you in trouble. That girl gonna run up on you.
Can you imagine? And he invited me. I was with a friend. He invited us for lunch one day because this place apparently has really good meat.
Can I come for lunch?
Yeah.
And try the meat.
I'm not trying. Neither one of us are trying the meat. We're going to have the meat. Not the meat, the meat.
Not capital T, capital M, lowercase t, lowercase m.
Wait a minute, what?
I'm saying not capital T, capital M, the meat.
Yes.
Lowercase t, lowercase m, the meat.
The meat.
Okay.
The meat. Yes.
That's fine. I like a platter.
You know what? You always know where this goes. You always know where this goes. If we start talking about meat, we both in trouble. And by the way, I do this all the time outside of here. You know, if somebody says meat,
I'm like a 7-year-old.
All the time. And I know people get sick of me. Okay. Now are you ready?
Joy.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, I do have joy. So on my New Jersey trip, I finally came up with one. So I got there on Wednesday, flew into Newark. But like, who wants to stay in Newark? Like,
no one. No offense.
2 thumbs down.
No one. No one. And I'm from New Jersey, Bergen County in the house.
Yeah, like that's fine, but like not 2 thumbs down. So I drove down to Philly.
Oh, nice.
Spent the night in Philly.
Oh my goodness, who was in Philly?
Well, so technically I was there so I had set up a meeting with the DNC vice chair, Malcolm Kenyatta.
The guy who we watched on the video that time. That's so cool.
Yeah, he's a state representative or state senator. I think he's a state senator. Sorry in advance if I fucked that up. But so he's in the Pennsylvania state legislature representing Philly. So, because that's where he's from. So, I I had decided like I'll go down to Philly, spend a night, meet up with him in the morning for breakfast, and then I was driving up to Harrisburg the next day to see my daddy's cousin.
So cool.
So
Harrisburg, aka Pennsylvania. Go ahead.
Yeah. Some fine men there.
Really? In Harrisburg?
I could find them everywhere.
What?
Well, it depends on which side of town you are, baby.
What am I doing wrong? Anyway, go ahead.
I'm not Anyway, so Pennsylvania or Philadelphia. So what I realized when I was like touching down and like when I was like pulling up to my hotel, because I stayed at a hotel in Center City, so it's like
right, yes.
Right.
Which hotel was it?
The DoubleTree.
Okay, no, I'm familiar with that area. My friend used to live over there.
So, it's like right up, like 3 blocks up the street from City Hall. Like
nice.
10 blocks, maybe, or like 8 blocks from Reading Terminal. Like,
I love Philadelphia.
So, but I realized, like, I was like, I have not been here since like middle school.
Oh.
Like since I was here, like on a class trip
the Constitution,
to like see like Constitution Hall and the Liberty Bell and all that.
Yes.
Shit. Or later I realized I was like, maybe I was here in college because like I think I was in the chorale in college, the choir, and we went on tour every year. And I think one of the years we went on tour to Philly. Or I don't know if we went on tour to Philly or if we did like Philly and DC as like a loop, but it was like something like that.
Okay, I see.
Where are we? So, shout out HWS Colleges Chorale.
Wow.
So, but I was like, really excited to like see the city, but I was also excited to see the city of brotherly love and experience the brotherly love.
Lord,
and what I can tell you is I experienced the brotherly love multiple times in that night. But what took me out was like the first man who rolled up, and actually, like this is the second time I've had this experience because I was in Philly a while ago because I had like a layover, but that was just like for like it was a long layover for the day. Like it wasn't like so I like left the airport, but I didn't leave the airport area. But actually, both when the man rolls up, he's like after the main attraction. After he took the ride down the Nile, he was like, "Welcome to Philly." And I was like, excuse me. Do y'all have like an official like welcome wagon?
Is that how they're welcoming me?
Welcome to Philly. Thank you. Needless to say, I was welcomed a number of times. But then what was hilarious, so like the next day, like I've spent the night, wake up in the morning, I'm on like a conference call for like a work thing. I'm like walking for like, cause checkout time. Well, I checked out cause I think my meeting with Malcolm was at like 11 or something, but I left all my stuff at the hotel, walked cause it was like a 35-minute walk or something.
And it's easy. It's such a walkable city.
Yeah. So I like went ahead and walked, got to see like the sites. I'm like on my conference call for like a contract that hopefully by the time this airs, I will have gotten. Pray over that.
Yeah.
Had the meeting, which I thought was like such a funny like dichotomy, right? Because it's like here I am coming from like a night of carnal pleasure to go have my like political meeting.
Yes, and
here's my proposal for expanding voter access in Pennsylvania.
Welcome.
Which was a good proposal, by the way.
I'm sure.
And then, from there, like I had, of course, like posted something like I had tweeted about like how I was like in Philly and I was like about the Philadelphia welcome wagon. And this guy that like I have been like Twitter friends with for like probably like 10 years was like, "You're in Philly? Like, oh my God, like let's have a drink." But so like this doesn't come
and he drank from the fountain.
No, that's on hold for my next visit. But because so like he didn't see it until I was already out, like at breakfast or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I'm like leaving in a couple of hours, like to go to Harrisburg, but like, where are you at? Like, are you free today? Like, just on the off chance you are, like, let's meet. And he was like, well, you know, I'm going to take my break at work in like an hour. And, you know, he's like, I have my little scooter. I can scooter over and like meet you. So I like walk back to Reading Terminal, have myself a nice little like jaunt around Reading Terminal. There's a spice shop in there where I like was talking to the girl that was behind the counter.
Oh, you must have gone crazy.
Kenya, blah, 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 blah. That girl gave me like 5 pounds of spices for like $20. Like, wow. I don't know what.
And Brendan is an amazing cook, so those spices will get used.
Oh, yeah. They up in there right now. So I was buying all kinds of stuff. We talking. So then he came and met me. We had a little lunch, like, there in the terminal. And then, like you know, walked around and talked a little bit. And then, like, he walked me back to the DoubleTree, you know, waited with my bags while I went and got because I had a Jeep. I don't know if you saw my Jeep.
Yeah, I did. I saw you in your Jeep.
So I, like, went and got the Jeep. And then, like, you know, and so we had a little nuzzle there on the sidewalk.
Oh, my. And
I was just like, what a nice, like.
That is a lot of joy right there. Yeah, that's right.
So I was like, I'm going to be back. Philly, you'll see me again. I'll be inside you again.
Swimming, rowing down the Nile. Row, row, row your boat.
Why is this turned into the fucking Amazon Trail?
Oh, you want to swim?
You caught typhoid. 5 people in your party died.
Oh my God, I remember the Amazon Trail from when I used to teach. Oh my God. Sorry, it just dawned on me when I would take them to the computer.
One member of your party touched a poison dart frog.
Okay, you guys, thank you for being with us. Don't forget to like
please,
what you see,
subscribe,
thumbs up, subscribe,
share,
and put a comment down here.
Yeah,
we want to
comments
see what you're
help.
Oh, and even if there's a topic,
actually, I learned from I was telling you about the Bald and Beautiful, the drag podcast. Yeah. I learned that like if people comment anything, they could even be like "fuck you," like they can write anything they want, and it helps us in the algorithm.
Oh, just write whatever you want then in the comments.
Just put period. Just put a period.
Yes, and so with that, let's put a period at the end of this episode of Kisses from Kenya. Mwah.